Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about Master and Apprentice. This is one of the most recent Star Wars novels that has come out. Now, Star Wars Master and Apprentice is Claudia Gray's fourth addition to the Star Wars canon. She originally began with Star Wars Lost Stars. It's a young adult novel, but don't let that fool you. It is hands down one of the best stories in modern canon. Then you jump over to BLOODLINE, which is incredibly fascinating. It has a lot to do with the political aspects of the New Republic. It also introduces us to the Resistance, which becomes a splinter faction and how it all begins. Then we are introduced to LEIA, Princess of Alderaan. That came out in 2007. It's not bad. It's not her best work by far, but it's really enjoyable. It explores Leia's life before she enters into the Galactic Senate. It talks about life under the umbrella of the Empire, and it's fascinating, right? Master and Apprentice is the first novel in modern canon that introduces us or takes place before the prequel series. This actually takes place between 8 and 10 years before the prequels take place, and it follows the events, or it follows the story of Qui-gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. What makes this book so fascinating is it uses the relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-gon Jinn during the more difficult years that they work together, and compares that to the relationship that Qui-Gon experienced between himself and Count Dooku. The book starts off with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan trying to flee after aggressive negotiations have not worked out. They are trying to leave the Teth system and the clutches of Wombo the Hutt, and it's kind of this fascinating back and forth. And what it does is right from the beginning, it sets up that these two Jedi do not work well together. Everything that Obi-Wan is, Qui-Gon is not. Obi-Wan is a rule keeper by the book. He wants everything done orderly. Qui-Gon is not. Now, part of this is because Obi-Wan is still in his teenage years and he's trying to be the opposite of what his leader, his master is, right? So for everything that his master is, he's the opposite. So it's this opening scene sets up the rest of the book, sets up the real struggle between these two, the struggle to communicate, to work effectively, and kind of the angstiness of teenage Obi-Wan Kenobi. Shortly after the events on Teth, Qui-Gon is called into the council room to report to the other Jedi. He does that, and at that time, he is offered a position on the Jedi Council. During this time, he says he needs to think about it. While he is thinking, he's called to the mission. Now, this mission is the crux of the books. He is called to a planet where he is supposed to oversee the signing or the treaty of this planet and the Galactic Republic. He is there to serve as a member of the Galactic Republic. While he's there, something happens to him that makes him think, I can't do this. It also helps him to explore further the Jedi prophecies, the Jedi mysticisms, the Jedi Order as a whole, and enlightens us again further about his relationship with Count Dooku, as a Padawan, his relationship with Count Dooku currently, also the relationship with himself and the other masters. And this is a very, very interesting story. One of the things that has kind of bugged me in some of the recent novels that I've read or participated with has been that there's not enough fighting and there's not enough balance of politics and storytelling and saber fighting and intrigue and romance. This book does a great job balancing all of the things that I personally am interested in. It has dueling, it has fighting, it has force use, it has intrigue, it has politics, it has backstabbing. It's wonderful. It is a very well done, very well crafted novel. And like all audiobooks from Star Wars, it is well put together. The production value is great. The storytelling, the narration is wonderful. And the sound effects that go through and the music that goes through the story really heightens the anticipation of what's coming next. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9.5. Without giving any spoilers, without giving any information really outside of what I've already said, this is a great novel. If you are interested in Star Wars Master and Apprentice, you can try it for free with the link in the section below. There's an Audible link in the section below. This will give you one audiobook. All of the Star Wars audiobooks are great. They really are wonderful. They're a lot of fun to listen to. But you don't have to use it on the Star Wars audiobook. If you want to do something else, this free trial is totally up to you. It is wonderful. If you like the paperback, if you like the hardcover, then I'll leave a link to the Amazon section below. I will say that this is quite possibly the most important Star Wars novel in modern canon. It not only bridges and really elaborates on a lot of the points and a lot of the reasoning behind the events in Episode 1, quite possibly some of the events in the sequel trilogy as well. By far, it is one of the best books that I've read in a long time. That being said, guys, check out the link below. If you guys want to read my condensed thoughts, then check out my website. If you're on my website, thanks for visiting. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share. Leave this comment section spoiler free. I will take down any spoilers when I see them. Let me know what you think, guys. Hands down, one of my favorite novels in the Star Wars canon. It's like top 1 or 2. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or at RealGoingNerdy. Visit me at goingnerdy.com. Join me on Discord. Let's talk about this because this is phenomenal, guys. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. As always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.